If you don't know me, I guess that sounds pretty impressive, but if you do, you really know me, and I'm not that impressive. So, I hope you guys are ready for the best speech ever, because I heard Mrs. Gant is really good. But for now, you'll have to bear with me. Before starting my speech, I'd like to thank the Board of Education, Mrs. Cluzio, Mr. Daly, faculty and staff for everything they do for the students and just making Batavia a great place to go to school. I'd also like to give a shout out to our salutatorian, Kristen Klein, who, unlike me, quit having a life over grades and still managed to give me a one-on-one money. Kristen, you're a brilliant person, and I wish you all the best at UC Berkeley. In February, Mr. Daly told me I was valedictorian, and the first word that came to my mind was India. Just kidding. It was actually yes. To know that I accomplished the ultimate goal of my high school career was an amazing feeling, and all the pressure and stress was wished away. To make things even sweeter, I was the first student to receive a piece of candy from Mr. Daly, a true honor. But there was a catch. With all the fame and notoriety that comes with being valedictorian, is also the infamous speech. A speech that I should have started writing in February, but waited until 3 days ago. So, to all the kids out there, a word of advice. Don't procrastinate. You'll save yourselves a lot of stress. And as a result, I'll be making up the rest of my speech as I go over. Now, as much as I like to believe that becoming valedictorian was a result of my own hard work and dedication, the credit really doesn't belong to me. To my amazing parents, Dr. and Mrs. Jane, Mama and Daddy, I love you both, and I am everything I am today because of you too. Please don't cry. I'm already nervous. I am everything I am today because of you two, and you've always supported me and pushed me to be the best. In fact, I remember one time when I took my SATs and I got a 1310, and me and my father were discussing whether or not I should take it over again. And then my father explained, yeah, that's good if you plan on working at Burger King. No offense to anyone who works at Burger King. Yeah, it's like great veggie burgers, I really love it. But anyways, I didn't take that very well, but I took the test again, and it raised my score 110 points. So, even though I might disagree with you, you do know what's best for me, and I'm sure a lot of the students here will relate with that. My parents are the epitome of what parents should do. I will always look up to them, and they will always be there for me. And then, there's my older brother, Sanjay Jain, class of 2008 valedictorian. You put the pressure on, but you're also my mentor, my role model, and a helping hand when I need it. I couldn't ask for a better big brother. And then there's my little brother, Samir. All I'm going to say is the Jain brothers are 2 for 2 right now. But you'll always have 2 brothers that are there to help you out, and you know you can always ask for help. My family is the world to me, and today my grandfather has traveled all the way from India just to see me speak. He's made this day even more special when I visit his hospital. So, thank you, Nana, for coming. And among the 17 Jains here in this whole block we have, I also have family that came from Boston and Buffalo, so thank you. To Batavia High School teachers, I think I speak for the entire class when I say you guys are the best. I think the best trait about our teachers is not only their quality, but also their humor. I have to look forward to going to AP Calculus and AP Physics, not because I'm a geek, but because the teachers are phenomenal and they make you laugh every time. And even though I despise the English language, Mr. Chosen made AP English one of the favorite classes this year. So thank you to all the teachers. You really do make Batavia a great place. Now, rather than focus on the past 4 years of high school, I wanted to talk about something that could benefit the class of 2010. Something they could take with them in their future plans. And as I thought of things I could think about, there was one thing that kept on coming back to my mind. And if you know me, or paid attention to the first 30 seconds of the speech, you know what that one thing is. Yes, it was India. And no, unfortunately, allowing me to speak to just talk about India. But chances are, if you've had a conversation with me for over 5 minutes, I've probably mentioned India. And if you hear the word India and think of Sahils, then I've succeeded in another one of my high school goals. But I asked myself why I was so attached to it. And although I love my American culture and life, I realized that because of my Indian subculture, I've been opened up to a new world. And this new world has given me a fresh perspective on life and people. So class of 2010, if you remember one thing from the speech, let it be this. Open yourselves up to the world. Experience different cultures. Take the opportunity to travel the world. And no, Canada doesn't count. Travel to Mexico, Russia, China, Brazil, Italy, India. Just call me. I'm ready to go anytime. Just yet. There are other ways to experience a foreign culture. One of my best friends, Tim River, told me he might study Arabic while attending Binghamton. I told him it would be one of the best decisions of his life. Perhaps studying is important to grow. You can always date someone in a foreign culture. Ladies, if you want to ask out that Indian American 17-year-old male giving a speech right now, I say go for it. What I'd like to stress is that we're all human. And in the 21st century, our generation has the responsibility to connect with other cultures and people. We live in a truly global world, and it's not something we should be afraid of, but rather something we should embrace. Now, I do have to talk about the actual class itself. To all the parents, guests, and friends sitting out there, I want you to know that the class of 2010 is one of the most courteous classes of all time. We did not start a food fight, we did not pull a senior prank, and we had several failed attempts at a senior skip rope. The administration loves us. In fact, our class is so generous, so kind, and so giving, that we decided we'd let the juniors win homecoming. Even though the past 15 to 20 senior classes have always won, we said, no, we'll let the juniors win this time. So, class of 2010, you're welcome. Although, I must say, we showed no mercy when it came to power buff training. Class of 2010, I have so many unforgettable memories and memorable ones that it will be hard to say goodbye. But I know we are all looking forward to moving on to the next stage of our lives. In closing, I'd like to quote Kanye West. In his song Good Morning, from the album appropriately named Graduation, Kanye states, look at the valedictorian. Stare into the future while I hop in the DeLorean. The DeLorean being a $200,000 car. Now, judging from his actions, Kanye West isn't the smartest person out there. But he is extremely successful. So like Mr. West implied, valedictorian, salutatorian, top 10%, bottom 10%. None of these will determine who will be successful in life. Your destiny is in your hands. And when it comes down to it, the only person determining whether or not you'll be successful will be yourself. Thursday night, I had the pleasure of talking to Josh Hayes. And with his incessant chatter, he got me thinking, is a big salary really what makes us successful? Or is it rather finding our true passion in life? To me, fulfilling your life with what you truly love to do can only lead you straight to success. But money doesn't hurt either. Ideally, find what you love to do and make a lot of money doing it. So class of 2010, I implore you to follow your dreams, find your passion, and become a success. It has been a pleasure growing up with you all, not done yet. And I cannot be more proud to be a graduate